Welcome to our weekly intentions, where we take one word or one phrase every week, and we take that word and phrase with a specific goal in mind and apply it on our mat and off our mat to our daily lives. Enjoy the journey. Welcome to this week's weekly intention. This is one of my favorite, growth. So in starting Zen 57 340 days ago, and I'm 340 classes in, we took on intentions to make this neuroanatomical training system have actually purpose and actionable results to go with it. One of my favorite business philosophers, Jim Rohn, says, disaster, it doesn't happen all of a sudden. It's slow incremental steps missed over time that equals disaster. However, success is the same formula, just with a different context. Slow incremental positive affirmations and actions done on a daily basis equals success. So by understanding this, we want to really pay attention to our growth. We've taken a year to put this together, and I've taken 20 years to put this thing together for you guys in terms of what that is. And I mentioned that in this intention because we're talking about growth, and it's taken 20 years for me to put together a system that takes your neuroanatomy and trains it this way. And it's been about a solid growth over time and utilizing all different systems and forms and training to bring us to where we are today. This growth, though, however, is now about taking this system and expanding it, showing it to you guys, and having you really enjoy what I've learned. It's almost like figuring out that shortcut. Biohackers talk about this all the time. This is what we do here physically, right? But we set the intention out mentally. And growth is really what we want to pay attention to here. In launching our YouTube site and finally being comfortable to put this out for everybody, you know, I've been doing this for 20 years at a very high level with individuals and groups to create incredible success stories. And you can see the testimonials on our site. But I wanted to take the weekly intention of growth and really put it in your hands and in our hands collectively as we launch this YouTube channel. Growth is really about what that means to you in terms of your physical growth, your mental growth, your spiritual growth. And collectively, when people take that same intention forward and they put it together from a mass conscious standpoint, that intention becomes a lot more powerful, right? So if we all take what growth means to us, I just told you what it is for me, but take what growth means for you. Where do you want the growth in your life here, right? Where do you want to apply the growth in your life? And take this mass conscious formula that we're putting together. If this speaks to you and you do these on a weekly basis, let's push this growth forward, right? And by being selfless in that sense, you can understand how growth truly works inside. Growth is an interesting word because we're often looking at it from, you know, getting bigger or expanding, which is great, and we are. But it's also about connectivity, right? You can't grow without other people. You can't grow without the involvement of everyone and everything around you. And in order for you to truly grow into something special, there has to be authenticity behind that growth. There has to be a level of clarity behind that growth. And unless it comes from that intention, it doesn't get you anywhere. So in growth, we want to really pay attention to how do we grow the muscles this week into our training, right? How do we grow the mind this week into our training? How do we grow the spirit this week into training? And once we take that format and that intention to our mat, and we use it for flexibility on Mondays, we use it for fire on Tuesdays, we use it for wind and water on Wednesday. All of these have a different frequency that they utilize growth in physically on your mat, and then you learn to take that same mindset with you and that same intention to your daily life, and that allows you to grow mentally out in the world. And that's really what this is about. Our weekly intentions are to set an actionable goal and purpose every week. So we wake up, we understand how we're training, what we're training for, and we have a purpose, right? And that purpose this week is growth. Everything we do outside of our mat, we're going to take that intention on. How do we make not just what's good for us to grow, but how do we help everybody around us grow as well? This is really where we're gonna dive deep. And by allowing yourself to get into that frequency, and as we do it together, collectively, in a collective conscious standpoint, that energy gets stronger and stronger and stronger. And you'll see the results. And as we do this weekly with more intentions, you'll see the results. And that's what our weekly intentions are every single week. So remember, this week, let's take growth to a whole new level, and let's come together and see where it is that we want to expand, that we want to grow in, and be aware of where people around us want to grow and how can we be a part of their growth. And bring that to your state of mind every single day, both on your mat and off your mat in life. Fist to palm, take a bow. Thank you for watching that video. If you enjoyed this type of content, please be sure to hit subscribe and like, and stay tuned in for all of our weekly content, including live weekly classes that we will be uploading for you. Fist to palm, take a